Hey, and welcome to another episode of If You Don't Mind. If you don't mind, I want to introduce my special guest, DJ Tremayne, who is very well known up and down the East Coast, the corridor of 95, spinning and grooving to his tunes. And he's also my nephew, so I got to promote that. But he is well sought after as a DJ. And I know he went through several things or several challenges to get into this field. And, I want him to be able to motivate young men, young women, because we got Spinderella, we got women in the business as well. And
Right.
sometimes, there are so many challenges and obstacles, you may want to give up. So, this channel is to motivate and inspire you. So, DJ Tremayne, welcome, nephew. Welcome,
Dude,
nephew DJ.
yes, I'm
Yes,
glad to
I'm
be
so glad.
with you.
Yes, and you have your own podcast that you do regularly, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Monday through Friday here in Valdosta, and I'm on a couple of other radio stations on the weekend as well, syndicated.
Okay, wonderful. How did you get into DJing and how? Because you're so sought after. People are like, you're in Greenville, Spartanburg, you're in Atlanta, you're in Florida. You just did a show here a couple of weeks ago in Florida. Uh, uh, how did you get into this?
Well, basically, I got in. My daddy was a big time DJ back in the '70s, '80s, and early '90s, and I just watched him as a kid, and I was fascinated about how many people loved him and all the great he was doing in his city, in the hometown. And I just looked at my dad like a superhero, and I was like, this is something that I definitely want to do. So that's what got me motivated to do it. And I stand when I was 12 years old, you know, and
Wow.
I stayed
Wow.
in my room and I practiced, act like my dad, trying to imitate him. And from 12 to 16, it took me like 4 years to get it down packed. And when my daddy said,
Wow.
you ready, you ready. He was a big DJ, like I say. So I guess sneak me in the grown folks club when I was 16,
Oh,
and
wow.
it was called Candy and Son. It was the Candy and Son. So my daddy would bring me out as a special guest as this kid that knew how to DJ for grown people, and basically it just started just like that. Yeah.
Wow, that is awesome, Tremaine. That is so awesome. So, being that child, how about somebody that doesn't have that mentor as a father, but they want to get into that? Is there any advice you can give them? As I said, you had your father that mentored you and you wanted to get
Right.
in. How about that kid that doesn't have that? How can they proceed? Who could help them in this field?
You know, even if you don't have anything, basically, you don't have to be DJ. Like I can give people find something that you love to do. It's not a job. It's working. I'm now. I've been DJing since I was 16. I never felt like I had work.
Yes.
It's just something that it
Tremaine is traveling to you're
find something
breaking
that.
up, Tremaine, because I know you're traveling to an event right now that
Oh
starts
wow.
at 3 o'clock. So it's breaking up just a
Yeah, we
little bit.
headed to a
Yes, he's
show
headed
right
to a
now.
show, but I'm glad to
You
grab
clear?
you. You gave Auntie some time here.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, yes,
And
yes. I'm
so
glad
if
to
you
be
can
on here.
repeat that, if you can repeat that again, Tremaine, about, mentoring, what can a young person do if they want to go in this field? How can they, if they don't have anybody to mentor them, what could they do? You broke up before
Right.
when you said that.
Okay. Well, first of all, you got to find something that you love to do. When you
Yes,
find something that you
yes,
love to
yes,
do, it's not a job anymore because your passion
yes,
is in it. You feel me? So
yes,
you know that
yes,
that's the first thing that you got to do. Just find
yes.
anything, whether it's DJing or whatever it may be. Find something that you love to do so you never feel like you're working.
Exactly.
You know,
Exactly. And that is so important, Tremaine, because when you put your passion into it, it's not the money, it's something that you enjoy doing. I enjoy mental health counseling. I enjoy helping people figure out the challenges. So you're right. You're so right with that. I want to ask you one thing that is burning. How does AI, or how has AI affected your talent, your field? What's that like out there now?
AI is scary and it's a blessing at the same time. It
Okay,
is
gotcha.
it's exactly how if AI is going to use you to take your place and replace it, you got to use AI to make you better. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
So
Yes.
with that right there, like it's a scary situation because in radio, I've been doing radio for 25 years,
Yes.
and they are using artificial what voices. They can dissect your voice, and it's replacing a lot of DJs. It's replacing a lot of, you know, uh, live radio people or whatever because AI really can take over that situation. But at the same time, I use AI to my advantage. So
Mm-hmm.
since they give us this platform where we can get all the information that we need, you take your job and you take your career and you just ask AI, what can I do to enhance my career? You know what I'm saying? Like you ask AI the questions and
Yes.
it will give you the same information. So I
Yes.
love AI right now. I use AI for radio commercials. I even some days I go on the radio and I don't have no idea to talk about what to talk about. And I tell AI, I say, AI, is Tuesday, it's 3 o'clock. I'm doing a radio show and I do not have a topic. What is going on in this world that would get people excited? I can ask AI that and it would give me a guideline of all the hot topics that I could talk about on the radio to get people to call in, get engaged, and everything like that. So I use AI for my advantage. Even
Okay.
though they trying to take over, you can use it for your advantage as well to increase you with any career that you have.
I never thought about that. That's some good information. That is good
Yeah,
information. Instead of it taking over you, you can use it to enhance. And I like that. And I'm going to start using that with people,
yeah,
but it can also hurt you in my field with mental health, where AI is not human. And people don't realize that in my field. So I appreciate you saying that. With how many, I'm sure that you go from city to city and you met so many people. How many cities do you currently DJ in? I mean, what is your scope of your band? How far? What radio station? Go ahead and tell
right.
me about that in your show.
Well, pretty much is all of Georgia. I travel.
Okay.
I live in South Georgia, but I'm from Middle Georgia, and just being in radio over 25 years, God is so good. My name, my people have heard of me all over the state. So I travel through
Yes.
Atlanta. I do all of 75, all Atlanta, Middle Georgia, North Georgia, Middle Georgia, South Georgia. So I do Georgia, Alabama, Florida, and Tennessee is pretty much my spots right now.
Okay, that's wonderful. And your podcast, you're on that podcast with was it two other guys or another guy?
Yeah, well, actually, my radio show is syndicated.
Okay.
I actually do my show from Valdosta, Georgia. That's the radio station where I program. I'm the program director there as well. But I'm able to get my show syndicated in different markets. I'm on in Elizabeth City, North Carolina. I'm on in Columbus, Georgia. I'm on in Albany, Georgia, and Valdosta, Georgia as well. So basically, I record my show from live from the radio station in Valdosta, and I send it in to the other radio stations in these different markets, and they just got a show. I just got my own time slot and show that plays exactly what I say.
That's
Everything I
awesome.
do.
That is wonderful. And there are so many people that are now seeking information, and seeking that guidance out there. I just want to thank you. I know you have a show to go to, and I just wanted you to inspire people today. I always tell them never give up because, the best is yet to come. You're going to have challenges and hurdles. And the challenges and hurdles that you had in your 25 years, what were some of those?
I thought I would never get to the next level because I came from a very small town. So if you come from a small city or whatever, your challenges are very hard because your resources are limited, you know. But what I can say best for people is it get greater later. If
Mhm.
you find something that you love to do, that's why I say it's very important to find something that you love to do. It don't feel like job. So no matter how long it may take you to get to where you want to be, it feel like it was all fun. You know what I'm saying? You didn't
Yeah.
stretch for it or whatever. But it's plenty of challenges. People like it's gonna be times where you feel like you're not doing nothing.
Hmm.
But if you still pushing and never give up, people are watching. People are
Yeah.
paying attention. And you never know when that day is gonna come when somebody say,
Right.
"Hey, I want to help you get to that next level." And that's what happened to me. Like it didn't happen to me till I feel like more people knew me till I started getting around about 30. So it took me like 15 years. It took me like 15 years from 16, I would say, to about 30. And I started getting the recognition that I felt like I deserved. And even at 47 right now, I'm on the same path. It just get bigger. It just get bigger and bigger. The more you go on and you never quit doing what you love to do.
That's so awesome. I thank you for your work. One other question. You stayed in Valdosta basically, and I know that you have a name. Your name just everybody's like, I had a client who said DJ Tremayne because she was from Valdosta, and I'm like, that's my nephew. And she's like, we love him, DJ Tremayne. So everywhere you go, people recognize you through Georgia and everything.
Right.
Is there a reason why you didn't go to some of the bigger radio stations throughout Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina? You stayed in Valdosta.
Good question. Good question. And I have a whole story behind that. I got a great story behind that. Um, just like I say, I was in the small market. I felt like I wasn't going nowhere. But like I say, I continued doing what I love to do, just DJing. And people pay attention to what you do when you're committed and you do a good job at it. And a guy told me he's a very popular guy in Atlanta. He passed away like 2, 3 years ago. But he told me, I told him I wanted to move to Atlanta. He was like, that would be the worst mistake that you ever made was moving to Atlanta where everybody's at. And I said, why did you say that? He say, you keep doing what you do, you become a big fish in a small pond.
Small pond.
I,
Yeah.
I didn't understand that language at first, but he was like, "Don't move to the major market. Keep doing where you keep being great where you are, and you will become a big fish in a small market." So now I understand what he meant. What he was saying was, if you do good wherever you are, and your work ethic shows, people will pay attention and they will come to you. I don't
Exactly.
have to go. I don't have to go to Atlanta. I don't have to go to the big markets because when the big market is trying to get out of their city, it's only a small amount of people that they can go to. And say, for example, people in Atlanta want to get their music or whatever outside of Atlanta. When they leave Atlanta, you got Macon, you got Middle Georgia, and you got South Georgia. Well, who can we connect with in Middle Georgia and South Georgia? Oh, it's this guy named DJ Tremayne that you need to
Hmm.
go meet because he can get your music and get you where you want to go outside of Atlanta. So that's what happened. That's exactly what happened. I stayed where I'm at. I stay where I am right now, which is in, South Georgia. And people from Atlanta, people from Florida, people from Alabama, Tennessee, when they're trying to reach outside of their market, they look for that big fish and that small pond.
Hmm.
And I'm one
Okay.
of those fish. I became one of those fish.
I'm so glad that you did, Tremaine. Are you
Yes.
still doing the thing you used to? I used to catch you on Sunday evenings. You go live on Instagram, and you were jamming an old school mix, which was so nice on Sunday evenings. Are you still doing that?
When I have time. When
Okay.
I have time. That helped my career so much. It helped me
Yes,
so
it
much.
did.
Yeah. But what comes behind that is like how you was looking at it, and
Yeah.
other people from across the
Oh,
United
you
States was
helped
looking at it.
us.
Yeah, it helps. And guess what happened? When people want to book somebody and looking for a DJ, they want to think about, hey, I remember when you was on
Yep.
social media
Yep.
doing this party, and what I want you for my event. I don't care what
Yeah.
it costs. We want you for our event.
Yes.
So that's exactly what happened, and I was able to get a lot of bookings in a lot of different places, and it took me places I never been,
Okay.
and it.
With all these new line dances now, you must have your boots on the ground and heading here and heading there. I mean, it's a continual big party now, you
Yes,
know?
yes,
And I can see because you were just here last weekend with us, and you didn't have to DJ, so we got to see you with
finally,
that family time. So we're glad.
finally,
And I know Thanksgiving time, we're so blessed because you know what? We get to dance. Our first thing we say, DJ Tremayne, hook your music up. We're ready.
yep,
So
yep,
that's one good thing that we enjoy as a family is getting with you holiday time, and he's spinning, he's taking over. So, one other question, what is your contact information if you just want to give folks your Instagram, your Facebook, whatever you do? I want people to be able to go ahead and you know what, hey, we got a wedding going on, or we have a
right.
graduation, we got birthday parties, whatever the occasion, you do it all, don't you?
Right, I do it all. I could do any kind of event. I'm what you call a seasoned DJ.
Yes.
So, when you DJs, I can take you back to the 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000, or to the song that just came out last night. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Because I'm always researching music. I'm always staying up to date, and I never forget the music that was already in the past. You know
Yes.
what I'm saying? Because
Yes.
I played it during that era. So I
Yeah.
know the feeling that people get behind older songs all the way up to the songs that's out right now. So it's a lot of research that you got to do to stay relevant and stay on top of your craft. But like I say, I don't look at it as a job. It's all fun to me. I
Yeah.
want to know this information. Yeah,
Yes. And that's good for young people to hear that. Not even young people. You could be in between careers. There's so many people getting laid off today. You know what? Think about where your passion is.
right,
Think
right,
about
right.
where that passion lies and start with that. Use AI to help you get a game plan together. You know?
Exactly,
and
exactly.
and 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 do it that way. You have been so inspiring, Tremayne, to just I see you and I've seen the growth. I've seen you go here, I've seen you go there, and Corinne, your wife, has been a pillar that
Oh
has
yes,
pushed you, and I'm just proud of you, nephew. I am so proud of you and all you have accomplished, and I hope that people will really book you because I know what they're going to get. They're going to get quality as a
yes,
DJ. Quality.
absolutely.
And that
Yeah,
is important that they get that. And I'm looking forward to seeing you in a couple of weeks. And, what
yep.
other information or inspiration or motivation do you have, if any? Because you've given so much already. And I know you have to go because you're almost at your destination. But is there anything else you would like to say?
Keep going. Don't quit.
Yes.
Don't give up.
Yes.
First, find what you
Yes.
love to do. I'm doing something new. Like these new things right now, just to give you, okay, what is my retirement plan? Because it's all entertain, slow down. I have to ask myself, what is my retirement plan? So I got a new, I'm doing a new challenge right now. I'm learning right now to become, I say after my DJ career,
Mhm.
I'm learning right now to be able to just wake up in the morning, open my laptop, look at some day trades, look at some candlesticks, make me some money, and I'll probably do that from like 5 a.m. to like 12 noon. Hopefully, I can make me a couple of $1,000 and then close my
Yep.
laptop and I'm done for the day. So it's like
Yes.
whatever you want to do, don't stop. Don't stop. Keep
Yes.
going. Research,
Yes.
research, research. Like make it become your passion. Just know
Yes.
if you whatever you choose to do, vision yourself of how far it can actually take you. And when you
Yes.
put that vision in your head of how far it can actually take you, go for it. Don't quit when you lose sometime. Don't quit because it's never gonna be something in life where you always win. You're gonna lose. You're gonna fail. You're gonna do
Hmm.
that. But learn
Hmm.
from it. Learn from
Yeah.
your from
Yes.
the times that you fail. Fix your mistakes so you won't make that mistake no more, and keep
Yeah.
going. Keep going. Don't never quit.
Yeah.
Don't never quit.
Amen. Amen. I call them growth experiences instead of mistakes, because
Exactly.
when you fail, you'll turn around just like you said, I'll never do that again, but you grow from that
Exactly.
failure. So they're
Exactly.
growth experiences, exactly. And I remember you and Eric, my son Eric, last Thanksgiving, how you two were sitting there getting in that stock market, day
Yep.
trading and doing things. We have, God gives us the knowledge, and knowledge is power to get wealth. So the
Exactly.
knowledge, and knowledge is power. And you said that 2 or 3 times today. Read, investigate, get that knowledge. So that is
Yes.
very, very important.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
DJ Tremayne, we thank you. And what is your contact information? What is your handle on social media so people can follow you?
Right. So on all platforms, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, Twitter, whatever it is, it's all DJ Tremayne.
DJ
Simple.
Tremayne. Okay.
DJ Tremayne, just DJ Tremayne. My mama named me with the Y, not the I. DJ Tremayne on all platforms. Y'all can hit me up. I will respond back to you. We could build a relationship. You could call, you can hit me up, ask for advice. I'll give you everything, that I know, because that's what I do. That's what I'm all
Yeah.
about.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he is here in Central Florida. He can come here, which he does events here as well. So yes, he can come. He's all over the southeast. Huh?
I say my wife got me flying now, so I
You
can fly to wherever you at. If you
oh
in
yeah.
California, I can get there too now. Cause
Yes, he can. Yes, he can.
I didn't fly for a
Ooh,
long
and
time.
that was a discussion that I had to have with nephew about flying, because you all know I worked for the airline industry previously. So we got you at 35 and 40,000 feet now, right? Yes. You're breaking up just a little bit, but I know that you are traveling. So, Tremaine, I want to thank you, nephew, for just, giving that inspiration today, traveling mercies. And until we see you again, hey, I want to have you back on, talk about that stock market and financial literacy. Okay?
Hey, I'm telling you now. Let me tell anybody out there listening. Day trading. If you're looking for a career, you don't have nowhere to go, and you want to think about being able to make money 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and not clocking into a job or whatever. Look into day trading. Look into day trading. Go to babypips.com. Research, research, research. Because, like I tell y'all, I live the fast life, money
Mm-hmm.
fast, all this stuff like that. But what is my retirement plan? And
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling y'all right now, I'm researching and I'm reading day trading because that is my retirement plans. As long as I got vision and I can see and think,
All right.
you can start making a career, making it a habit, a hobby, or whatever, and it makes money. It makes money. I'm
Yeah.
excited about that as well as I'm excited about DJing my whole life because
Yes.
that's my next chapter.
Yes, definitely. We gotta have. This is my next. This was my next chapter. The mental health counseling full time. Before I did
Exactly.
both of them, and I'm looking like, how did I do it? But this is my real passion. And when you
Exactly.
find your real passion, it's not a job. It's something that you get excited about and you want to do. So I thank you. And Traveling Mercies, have a great show at 3 o'clock today. And we will
Okay.
see you again if you don't mind.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. I love you, Aunt Lynn. Thank you for having me
Love you
on.
too, baby.